All right, my friends, it's me, it's Ken, and we are at the BIX 2025 at the table of C.R. Fahey. Comics Illustration. Beautiful booth.
Thank you.
A lot of cool stuff.
Thank you.
And here to tell us all about herself and her work, C.R. herself. Hi, C.R.
Hi.
What's up? Talk to me.
Well, what do we want to start with? Want to start with comics? Want to start with art in general?
Whatever you feel like starting with.
Yeah, so I always liked drawing. No one ever told me to stop. So then I started drawing everything I was obsessed with, like fantasy, urban fantasy, dragons, a little bit of horror shit into my comic books. Everyone kept telling me I was going to work at Disney someday, and I didn't want to give over control, so I made it myself.
So you've gotten an 8-chapter story already?
I've got a 10-chapter story already. I'm currently halfway through chapter 11. It's coming back from a hiatus soon. I had some personal issues, maybe I have to take a break. But I'm about halfway through the 3rd volume. I originally started writing it at volume and then switched to chapter by chapter during the pandemic because it was easier to do it in smaller chunks. But yeah, it's an urban fantasy series I've been working on since 2016.
So what is Saints? What?
Saints Quarter.
Saints Quarter. What is it about?
It's urban fantasy takes place about a fictional neighborhood between Brooklyn and Queens where all like witches, magical creatures kind of congregate. Subway doesn't work. The bus lines are hard as hell to keep track of, even worse than usual. And basically follows the mystery of the disappearance of one of the main characters, like their friend group, for the first arc. Deals with magic, magical politics. There's the witch coven that kind of runs the community, as well as the organization kind of in charge of keeping it secret, like magic in general. There's dragons in this book because I just thought that'd be fun. Currently just trying to get through. I've gone from the magic is real to basically Lucas starts at a magic shop, Robin makes mistakes and there's dragons, and now the only person with the facilities to actually do something about it is having to be forced against her will out of denial.
So now you said you started this during the pandemic or after?
I started in 2016 and I got almost completely through book 2 during the pandemic, and I printed it. I started the Kickstarter the beginning of March, and then the lockdown happened. So Kickstarter was good for it. They gave everybody the ability to like extend their campaign for another month, so I had extra time and then funds for it. So I printed this summer of 2020, this the next year, and I've been releasing the 3rd volume chapter by chapter since. So eventually when I run out of the 1st edition, I'm going to release these connecting covers of the chapters until I can work up to doing like my 2nd edition prints, because I really like the job that Comic Impressions did for me, but since I'm the artist, I'm never satisfied, so I have to constantly I want to update it when I get to volume 3.
Nice. What else you brought over here? What's these?
I've got a few print stickers. I had a bunch of sample Copic books that I found that I decided to experiment with doing like a custom cover for. So it's this really nice marker paper, and I printed out basically on a label paper with a like textured laminate that I found to kind of make this nice little custom sketchbook off of one of my favorite prints that I've done in the last couple of years was a snake. I had to custom design these brushes to get like the bones and the scale pattern to repeat my print. So like that's one of my favorite ones. I love reptiles and stuff, and that like I did it for a year of the snake, but I kind of like I had to put the clover in there as like I like any kind of little hint towards like I was always the one who would like pick the 4-leaf clovers up in school, like I could see it and put it.
So you really lean to horror, I guess, right?
Yeah, like that's why my little sketchbook scenes here. The title is questionably creepy and reluctantly cute, because I like horror and working in elements of horror, but sometimes when I'm working on like sketches and doodles, I'll end up with a lot of like, yeah, I guess this is kind of cute stuff that comes out of it, like the koi dragon that I did just for the shits and giggles of it.
So what would you, I always ask somebody like 3 things, so
yeah.
Since you're a horror person, what are your top 3 horror films then?
Okay, so top 3 horror, I really enjoy slashers just to sit and watch, because it's very indulgent, it's just fun. You can tell by my, like, I've got like Freddy, Jason, and Pennywise over here. When it comes to like, what I really like is like good horror, the Ritual has been one of my favorite horror movies. I want to read the book too, because I really like diving into like the psychological aspect of it, which kind of leads into I'll read a lot more horror than I watch, because I like to have control over the setting and everything in my head, whereas like movie horror, it tends to like, since I don't have control of the visual, sometimes it like gets to me and I'll be thinking about it in the middle of the night, which is, it's funny, it's like I love horror, but I can't watch horror movies. Like if they're too good, I can't watch it. But I love like psychological horror, like really kind of, like I love the really well done, it's supposed to be like layers of the human experience. And I think my absolute favorite so far, like, The Ritual, any slasher movie, and I have a soft spot for Stephen King.
Okay. So everything by Stephen King. So she's.
Not everything.
I asked her for 3. She gave me like 37.
Okay, so here's 3.
No, it's okay. I'm just teasing you.
Freddy Krueger. I unironically enjoyed the old movies, not the remakes. The Ritual and Pet Cemetery, the original movie, because it actually is a good movie. It is more like the book. I do not like the remake.
Nice, nice. All right. See y'all. Thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate you greatly. All right, listen, my friends, you know how it ends. It ends like it begins. It's me, it's Ken. Piercing Metal side of the fence, doing the Bix 2025. Oh yeah, do me a favor. Click that there, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, and like and leave a comment on the video. Did I get to everything? Yes, Ken, you did. That's okay. See you next time. Thank you.